Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Extravagant Few Minutes. We are live here on 12 Ounce Sports and the Captain Lou Sports Network on YouTube. We invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channels, 12 Ounce Sports and the Captain Lou Sports Network, where you'll get all of our content here on the Captain Lou Sports Network. We are also brought to you, as always, by tickets.12ouncesports.com and javicoffee.com. All right, the stage is set, everybody. Game 7, Monday night in Sunrise, Florida. The Stanley Cup Finals, 3 games to none at one point. The Florida Panthers had a commanding lead over the Edmonton Oilers, but the Oilers woke up. They were able to win Game 4 in Edmonton, then go down the other night, Game 5, and totally dominate the Florida Panthers when the pressure probably was on Edmonton. And then last night in Game 6, you could see how the pressure shifted, who was feeling it and who wasn't. Edmonton came out with that home ice advantage with the crowd behind him and took no prisoners, getting a beautiful assist from Leon Draisaitl in that opening period to make it 1-0. And you could tell right from there it was going to be all Edmonton. Florida had no answer in that opening period. 2 shots on goal. The first one, 170 feet away. Then they came out in the opening minute of the second period. Edmonton gets the goal to make it 2-0. And then Florida answered 10 seconds later, obviously, with Barkov getting the goal to make it 2-1. And you thought, well, maybe that could be the wake-up call. But Chris Knoblauch, the head coach of the Edmonton Oilers, as he has been doing throughout the whole series and really the whole postseason, making the right decisions, opting for the review, the coach's challenge. And by a whisker, I was surprised. I didn't think they would overturn it. I didn't think they would change it to a no goal. But if you looked at all the footage and all the angles and the slow motion, the super slow-mo, we could sit here for an hour debating on whether replay is really good for the game of hockey or any sporting event. But it showed that just by a whisker, Florida was offside, and they reversed the goal to keep it 2-0. And that, you could tell, was the win that was taken out of the sails of the Florida Panthers. Edmonton took advantage of it, getting a beautiful goal towards the end of the second period to make it 3-0, setting our stage for Game 7, Monday night in Florida. It is going to be one heck of a game. Can't wait for it. Wish it could be tonight or tomorrow, but it indeed is going to be Monday. Who is going to show up for Florida? Where's Matthew Tkachuk? He's been hiding. Verhaeghe's been hiding. Barkov, Reinhart. They've all been silent. Now, I know Barkov got the goal last night that was disallowed, and I think he got it one in the third period, but they haven't done anything. Bobrovsky's been human. Going into the Stanley Cup final, I would have thought Bobrovsky would have been the Conn Smythe winner, and I think I predicted he might be. But I think now that Conn Smythe is going to Connor McDavid. Even if Florida does win Game 7, McDavid has cemented himself as a legend in the hockey world, and especially with this Stanley Cup final. But it is going to be one heck of a Game 7. Monday night, 8 o'clock Eastern time. I know I'll be front and center. May have to take a nap to be able to stay up to watch the whole thing, but it is really going to be a sight to behold. If you're a hockey fan, this is Nirvana. Game 7, Monday night. Can't wait for it. The Edmonton Oilers are trying to do what only the 1942 Toronto Maple Leafs did against the Detroit Red Wings, come back from a 3-0 deficit and win the series. The Red Wings came back from a 3-0 deficit in 1945, but weren't able to seal the deal as they lost in Game 7. So Edmonton looking to add another Stanley Cup, and to be their 6th, but the first one since the late 1980s as they look to capture Game 7. And, of course, Florida looking for their first one in their 30-year history. We'll be back with more right after this. Hi, everybody. Captain Lou here from 12 Ounce Sports and, of course, the Captain Lou Extravaganza and Captain Lou's championship years in sports history. Hey, if you're like me, you love to go to ball games. Baseball, football, basketball, whatever. Minor league baseball, especially this summer, there's nothing better than a Saturday night game, Major League or minor league baseball, Sunday afternoon. I've got the place for you to go to get those tickets for those games. Tickets.12ouncesports.com. We are a ticket broker, which means we don't charge you the exorbitant fees that you might see on some of those other secondary markets. Hey, if there's a concert you want to go to this summer, tickets.12ouncesports.com. Use the promo code 12ounce as well, and you'll get a better discount. Tickets.12ouncesports.com. tickets.12ouncesports.com. It's that simple. Can't say it enough. For the best prices on tickets this summer, make sure you go to tickets.12ouncesports.com. And don't forget also, if you're an instant coffee drinker or a coffee drinker like I am, check out javicoffee.com. Great flavors. It's so simple to use. You'll be happy you did. And make sure you go use the promo code Captain Lou for 15% off of your purchase. That's javicoffee.com. All right. Like I said, Game 7 Monday night, 8 o'clock, Edmonton in Florida. It's going to be a dandy. I know I'll be front and center, and I hope you will be too. All right, that's going to do it for another extravagant few minutes. Don't forget to join us on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, for another edition of Captain Lou's Championship Years in Sports History. We're going to be joined by special guest Bob Ryan, longtime reporter for the Boston Globe. You've seen him on ESPN. We're going to take a trip back to 1984 one more time, talk about that Boston Celtics team that won an NBA championship 4-3 against the Lakers. We'll touch on the 2024 championship as well for the Boston Celtics, their 18th. And also join us Wednesday night for another edition of the Captain Lou Extravaganza, both 7 o'clock Eastern time, right here on the Captain Lou Sports Network and 12 Ounce Sports. All right, everybody, enjoy your weekend. Have fun, stay safe. And again, enjoy Game 7 Monday night, 8 o'clock, Edmonton in Florida. All right, for an extravagant few minutes and 12 Ounce Sports and the Captain Lou Sports Network, yours truly, Captain Lou, saying keep your heads up, keep your sticks down, keep your feet moving, and as always, keep your minds open. Until next time, so long, everybody.